So I get asked this question a lot in my DMs, and that is, how do I find a good deal, right? I think a lot of you guys are good at picking out players that have an advantage on the field, but then there's so many other variables that go into sports cards, and the lower that you can buy in, combined with some other variables, the better the profit margin can be at the end of the day, whether it's now in the playoffs or the draft hype cycle. So one of the easiest ways for me to talk to you guys about this is to actually share with you the purchases that I've been making recently on eBay, my thought process, how much I paid for the card, where I bought it from, my plans on how I'm going to flip it, whether it's for my collection, investment, that kind of thing. So let's dig in. All right, let's kick it off here with this black package. And guys, if you're new here, welcome to the Football Card Quest, or welcome back. My name is Andy. If you like everything about fantasy football, sports betting with football, NFL, and parlaying that with football cards, you're in the right place. Football card collecting, investing, flipping, all that kind of good stuff. A lot of extras in this package here. Sometimes that's a pretty common occurrence. Ooh, here's the card I was after. So appreciate those extras from the seller here. So here is a card that you may not typically target. However, this is a 1-of-1. I'm actually gonna take it out. The reason why is because I'm going to put this in a one-touch case and really make it look like nice. I also want to show you guys the surface and look at the thickness of the card and really take a good inspection of the quality, because I may actually get it graded as well. So this is a 1-of-1. It's not a gold vinyl. It's more of like a gold circle, gold scope. This is a Leaf Flash of Brilliance, John Metchie III. That is a sticker auto, rookie sticker auto there. John Metchie, wide receiver from Alabama, 1-of-1. But what's important here, he is now on the Houston Texans. He is now in cancer remission. He missed his rookie season this past year because of battle against leukemia. But the good news is he's actually in remission. He is going to play this upcoming year. And right now the Texans are projected to get the #1 overall draft pick. And they're projected to take Bryce Young from Alabama. And this guy has some very, very good college metrics to go off of. He's going to be very hyped up. Alabama, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, college football programs in the country. John Metchie putting up over 1,000 receiving yards in his senior year with a 23% target share, 72% catch rate. According to playerprofiler.com, he's best comparable to Russell Gage, so that's very good in man coverage. He's 5'11", 189, and they spent an early second-round draft pick on him, so he's got some draft capital. He's going to have that hype, the storyline. Everybody loves a good comeback story. I love a good comeback story as well. This guy is an absolute fighter, so what I did was broaden my search to look for rare John Metchie autograph cards. Found this card on eBay that was in an auction ending on December 27th, just 2 days after Christmas. And the fact that it's a 1-of-1, that it's got a gold finish to the front, that it's got a rookie autograph, that Leaf does have a lot of fans, because you can see it's this thick cardstock, really high quality cards. You can see very good corners and edges, maybe just a fraction of a millimeter off center. You can tell by the little distance between the black and silver line there, the gold edge on either side. So that's something to look for. Maybe just a touch, but this card in a one touch with the 1-of-1 serial number and the rookie auto, sniping this in auction for $37, $45 out the door after taxes and shipping and all that kind of good stuff. That's fine, because this is a 1-of-1 card. And what I'll do is I'll compare this guy's rookie card and a Leaf 1-of-1 to other guys in the draft class. Maybe look at some guys taken in the second round. Maybe look at like a Wan'Dale Robinson, some guys that aren't so hyped up right now because they struggled with various injuries or target competition issues, coaching issues, that kind of thing. So compare him to somebody else similar in the draft class, maybe a Tyquan Thornton or a Wan'Dale Robinson. And then what I recommend you do is you go onto eBay and change those search results for 2022 John Metchie Auto, and then go to auction ending soonest. And then from there you can start your search, flag the ones that you want, and then when it gets close to the end of the auction, then you can strike and make your snipe. That's exactly what I did here. And really happy with this purchase, and looking to potentially get this graded, but I am seeing like you really have to look carefully at the surface. I'll try and show it to you, but right here there looks to be a few tiny, you can kind of see them. Whoa, you can kind of see them just barely right there, but needless to say, I'll probably put this in a one touch, take some really good photographs of it, and probably list it for around $100. Alright, next package. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the end because I've got a couple packages here. One from my co-host on the live eBay buying live stream, Steve, the eBay Hitman. Got a package from him, and I've also got another package here from somebody else in the community that I'm sending right back to him. I want you guys to stay to the end so you can see what those cards are, and also how, you know, what they are and why I'm sending the one back. So, next package here is, let's see, you guys saw Daniel Jones on the back, and it is a silver prism on the front. So this is a 2019 silver prism Daniel Jones rookie card, right? We know Daniel Jones is now in the playoffs with the New York Giants. This has been the first time in 6 years the Giants have made the playoffs. Daniel Jones has been channeling his inner Josh Allen to really put this team on his shoulders. I mean, the guy's been incredibly accurate. He's also been rushing the ball a ton. We got to give a lot of credit to Brian Daboll. He's been a fantastic coach for the Giants, likely to win Coach of the Year. That's a very big factor of why the Giants have had a lot of success, and he's motivated these guys to execute at a high level. Daniel Jones stock is up, but I bought this card in an auction on December 27th, same day as the John Metchie, in an auction for $18.50. Now, what you got to understand is that the Daniel Jones Silver Prism cards are considerably rare. 2019 Silver Prism Rook cards for any of the top draft class rookies are pretty rare. Very rare compared to the base Prism. In fact, we're going to pull up Daniel Jones here in our Keep 'em Football Card Prices web app. You can see his base Prism a pop of $2,661. You can see that current trend up. The current trend around $40 to $50, even in auction this past Thursday for $71. Pretty good deal there. So you can see the upward trend, the upward percentages in all his card values since he's locked the playoffs. The red, white, and blue prism is going to be your next most common prism parallel. The optic hollow is another short print base card from that year that you can look at, similar to the silver prism. That's a pop of 175. Also, you can see that upward trend. All right, so we've got the chart pulled up here for the silver prism. You can see the PSA 10 about $200 in a buy it now. That was confirmed Wednesday of this week in the morning. If you look at the 9, that's about $65, and the 8, there just hasn't been any sales in the past month. If we zoom out and look at the past year, there was a sale on Sunday, October 9th, and buy it now for $37.50. So I know for a fact that a raw card, any given card, especially something like this, is going to sell for between an 8 and a 9, depending on how good you can make it look, how good your photographs are. And with me actually targeting this card in an auction, I was able to get this card. You could see the pop at 146 on the 9s and 185 on slightly over a 50% gem rate. So I'm also thinking in my head, I've got a chance to examine this, potentially grade it, and get a 10 as well. So when I'm looking at this in auction and I find an auction that is started at 99 cents, I'm watching this when it came down to the closing time of the auction and it was still under $10. I absolutely just put in a max bid of $30 because I knew that it probably wasn't going to shoot up from 10 to 30 in a matter of 15 minutes. There wasn't much competition on it. And I did not want to miss out on it because I know that this card has got easy $50, $60 upside, especially in the playoffs. And it looked to be in great condition, which this one does. Looking at it closely here, I only see one tiny, and you can see it. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the light ring. Okay, focus camera. Yeah, I'll move my finger. Right in the middle of the light ring, you can see a tiny little surface dimple. Otherwise, though, you can easily tell the centering on these prisms by comparing the distance of that line, that little black space on the left there, between the side of the edge of the card there and the little chrome curve right there. You can see how this one is just slightly thinner than this one on this side. PSA may still consider that a 10, but they probably will catch that little tiny surface dimple. So I'm not going to submit to get graded. Unfortunately, it does have a tiny little imperfection, but this card overall looks incredible, and it's going to sell really well raw. Buying this card for $18.50, $25 out the door, leaves me with an easy double up opportunity, especially with how rare this card and how popular it is. This is one of his flagship cards. His base Prism PSA 10 is the most popular card, graded football card sold for Daniel Jones in the past month, but the Silver Prism is only like, you know, 8 cards behind that, and that's primarily due to the scarcity. So when I have like a 1/10 of the print run on this card, Silver Prism finish, rookie, and I'm able to get that for around $20 for a quarterback in a big market now in the playoffs, that was an easy snipe opportunity that I can instantly turn around here and flip this card as soon as today when I get done with this video and list it in a buy it now format. Probably going to list it, depending on how many other listings are on eBay and what prices those are at. I'm gonna list mine somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to $80, and I may adjust that a little bit, but somewhere around there, maybe $74.99, and allow offers as low as $60 and kind of negotiate from there. So that's kind of where I'm at on this card. Next package. Yeah, baby, check out this screw down case here. You don't see these very often anymore. Screw down. I really hope they did not damage this card by putting it in the screw down. That's crazy. I didn't think people use screw down one touches anymore. I thought I had a little screwdriver around me here, so a little screwdriver. Let's see if we can take this bad boy out. Jeez. Screw down cases are not the safest. Like, he could easily have damaged the top edge of this card. I would be very upset if that's what happened.
Come on, man!
Very close to damaging it. These need to be banished. I mean, we should not be using screw down cases anymore when we have, you know, magnetic one-touch cases. Go buy you something from eBay like this. Got the little magnet at the top. I mean, super easy to use, and takes great care of the card. This is what you need for it. See how easy that is, and it stays together relatively well. Now let's look at the condition of the card here. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Throw that thing in the garbage bucket. This penny sleeve is now ruined as well. All right. So, big fan of Treylon Burks. He was an absolute stud at Arkansas. Big yards after the catch monster. The guy's a very versatile athlete, explosive. Didn't test super fast at the combine, which is unfortunate. Ran like a 4.55. But the Philadelphia Eagles did trade their pick to the Tennessee Titans for A.J. Brown, and the Titans ended up drafting Treylon Burks in the middle of the first round. So this guy's got a ton of draft capital. Like, one of the best players ever for the Arkansas Razorbacks here, and so that is one reason why I was okay with getting him in his college uniform. The other one is the fact that this has a red rated rookie logo. It's also got his rookie autograph, and if you check it out here, it's serial numbered out of just 25. So when I found this in auction that ended for $20.50, I saw immediate upside in that price point because of the clout that he has in Arkansas, his athletic ability, the fact he is still a rookie. The Titans still could make the playoffs, so I've got instant upside, but I've also got upside for 2023. Like, I do think the Titans are now in a situation where they do need to make an upgrade and improvement at quarterback. Malik Willis clearly not ready for the NFL. Ryan Tannehill, he's kind of washed up in a lot of ways, and struggled with some injuries this year. And I get it, they're a run-heavy team, but they need some wide receiver talent. Treylon Burks is that guy. He has flashed that upside at certain points this year. And I'm going to continue to invest in him for, you know, short-term potential, but also very safe long-term because he's got many, many years left in the NFL. So getting this card at this price point is just a slam dunk. Easy buy for me with a minimal double, triple up upside. Plus, I may get this graded because the centering looks very good. The edges, corners, that edge did not get damaged at all from what I'm seeing here. This card is actually in quite incredible shape. So I'm going to inspect it further, like very carefully and slowly after the video later. But right now we're going to go ahead and throw that in a nice magnetic one-touch holder. That's all you need right there. Let's see. Let's kind of, we gotta give some constructive feedback to Troy JS203 here. We appreciate the card and the deal. But get rid of those screw down one-touch cases, bro. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Now we've got a package here from our good man, Steve, the eBay hitman Caladesi. And let's see what he sent us here. Got the eBay, got the hobby protector here, cardboard. This is very good shipping. This is definitely how you want to ship cards, with the painter's tape, with some eBay tape, with cardboard protection, and then you got the team bag on the inside with the card. Let's see if we can get this open, man. This thing is very well taped up. All right, kind of Ronald Jones. Is Ronald Jones still in the league? Antoine Winfield. What do we got in here, Steve? Got some Buccaneer players. You know I'm a big Bucs fan. Let's check it out. Got a Mike Evans. Got some extras. Always nice to kind of pad your packaging with those. Make it fun for the buyer. Cool. Oh, dude, check it out. Oh, yeah. Man, Steve done spoiled me, man. Talk about a good co-host, man. I don't care what you guys say about Steve in the comments. I tell you what, man, he's okay in my book. You guys gotta tune into our live streams that we do every week. Live football card buying on eBay. We also parlay that with underdog betting, fantasy football, the whole 9 yards. So, man, dude, I've never had a checkerboard card. This card is absolutely gorgeous. 2021 silver checkerboard prism. Mike Evans, so sick here, dude. So sick. These cards are definitely super short print. It's also interesting that you can really tell the centering on this as well, because the checkerboard pattern seems to be uniform on both sides, and then they like overlay, you know, the braided, I guess you could call it like a photograph border on top of that. So very, very interesting card. That is definitely going in a one-touch on the wall. I may consider getting this one great as well. This does look to be very good condition. Steve, you are the man. You are the man. I appreciate you, bro. I guess I'll have to keep you on the show now for a few more months. Just joking with you, man. I really appreciate you, bro. You're a good man. I love this card. Love this card. Big Mike just put up 51 fantasy points last week. Finally getting going with Brady as we enter the playoffs. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And now I've got a new PC item for Big Mike. Oh, man. Love this. Dude, it's such a sick card. All right. Let's set that off to the side for now. All right. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? Didn't think we're going to have to bust out the mini screwdriver in today's video. If you like busting out the mini screwdriver to dismantle the screw down one touch, make sure you leave a like button. All right, now this is from Biz. This is from one of Biz's favorite investment targets, from what he told me. He sent this in for the winner of the sleeper. Now, obviously, everybody has been Hamlin strong this week. Thank God that DeMar Hamlin is on the up and up. FaceTime with the teammates earlier today, and he is on the up and up, man. I love Biz even included this. So my point behind saying that is the fact that for fantasy gamers, fantasy leagues, it's been very interesting because, you know, the game was called and a lot of people had players in that game Monday night. So what ended up happening, right? You know, we just have to do it based on the odds. I got to shout out Bids. He's like, basically look at the odds of what the odds were for a player winning or losing that matchup at the time the game was called. And then if it was, for example, if you had 70% win chance, then you get 70% of the first and second place prize combined. The other person gets 30. I thought that was a very fair. I love that idea. I think he ended up taking down the short print bowl, baby. Biz ended up taking down the short print bowl with 185 points in the championship game. He was 65 points ahead of his opponent heading into Monday night. So I feel comfortable in giving him the win outright. His opponent only had Jamar Chase left to go, and where it is possible for Jamar Chase to get 65 points, it was a 1% probability. So basically a 1% probability. Therefore, Cardboard Biz is the winner of the short print bowl. Not only am I sending him this card back, which he graciously donated. I told him this was not a requirement, but he absolutely loves T. Higgins. T. Higgins going to be in the playoffs with the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm sure T has not been feeling great about himself after the freak accident that happened Monday night. But fortunately, everything, is on the up and up, man. So thank God there. Absolutely glad to hear that everything's on the up and up. And T. Higgins is primed for a monster playoff run with the Bengals. Love T. Higgins. So good at Clemson in college and has been absolutely incredible in the NFL. And we're talking quarterback proof. It didn't matter when Joe Burrow was injured and the three other Bengals backup quarterbacks. T. Higgins was the alpha then. He holds his own on the field with one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and Jamar Chase. So it's like T. Higgins, absolute stud, man. Route running, contested catching, deep, intermediate. Let's go, T. Higgins. And here's a mosaic PSA 10 submitted. Sending this right back to you, Biz. Beautiful card, though. Beautiful card. Get to show it off in a video here for a minute before I send this back to you with some other cards. There's a few other slabs over here. I'll highlight those whenever I send those out here in a couple days. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this mail day, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys in that next video. Peace.